I imagine what we are seeing right now is yet another attack, another launch on Tel Aviv, and we're seeing more projectiles now launching on Tel Aviv, which will likely be intercepted by this Iron Dome. But again, this is more intense. This is more frequent than what we have ever seen before between both Iran and Israel.
Yes, it is. And it's kind of sobering, I guess, to just reflect that the first time we saw an exchange of fire, if you want to call it that, between Iran and Israel, that was unprecedented. Yeah. And now we're seeing it again in this environment after this attack by Israel on Iran. It does take a long time. It depends on the kinds of munitions that are being fired by Iran. It can take time for some of it to reach Israel. Yeah. So is this a new wave? Is this the same wave is an important question. You're right, the Iron Dome is very, very effective. We are seeing video on social media and things from Tel Aviv that does suggest that there have been some of those Iranian munitions have caused some kind of damage. And so we'll wait to see. I mean, you can hear. Well, and Keir, we just saw actually. That sounds like it. We just saw one missile actually break through, I believe, the Iron Dome, because we saw an explosion on the ground there in Tel Aviv. So, I mean, you have to understand when looking. It's hard to tell. It is hard to tell. It is. Yeah. It's hard to tell from a distance what you're seeing. You know, it can be shrapnel. It can be part of the defensive system, but. Clearly, the Iron Dome, good as it is not going to be 100%. That would be, frankly, impossible. So the Iranians are achieving some limited success. I mean, the question is whether one of the questions is whether they are firing all of their capability or whether the Iranians are holding back in some way, trying to not escalate too much, while at the same time responding in the way that the Iranian leadership has said that it would. You know, Keir, in the last, I believe, fight between Israel and Iran, Jordan was helping shoot down some of the missiles that were headed towards Israel, in addition to United States defense systems. Do we have any indication that Jordan is doing the same time this round? There are reports of that, and it is a very anxious thing because the Jordanians obviously are very close to the U.S. They depend on the U.S., frankly, and yet at the same time they are also physically very close to Iran. And so helping to defend Israel risks for Jordan that they then become a target. And there are all kinds of other challenges, as you know very well, in Jordan around these kinds of tense moments. So it is very likely. I mean, just remember where I am in the Gulf. I mean, there are U.S. bases in almost every country here. So, you know, it is very likely that those bases are being used to help defend Israel. But those countries are not going to be wanting to advertise that too openly. I will say this, though. One of the risks, if Iran carried out a very impactful attack on Israel, is that it would actually pull America into all of this, because the Trump administration, any American administration, would feel compelled to act if Iran managed to land some substantial deadly punches on Israel. So in a certain sense, defending Israel from these missiles is de-escalatory.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.